Hello, hello. What's going down? Let me know if my mic is clear. My the angle is kind of weird. I don't want the mic in frame because then my camera starts focusing on the mic and then I go out of focus. And also let me make sure that everything's good on Instagram because Instagram loves to lag when it comes time for live broadcast. Appreciate all of you. Thank you. I know we got a couple of people in here. Instagram is about to go live, and we are officially live on Instagram. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in on YouTube. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in on Instagram. We have a pretty short show today. I did include someone from the Discord. So if you're not a member of the Discord and you want to take advantage of free review slots, just join patreon.com/DJPayne1. But once again, we're back. My name is DJ Payne One. I'm a multi-platinum producer and DJ. And you can submit your music to me so I can review it here live every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go to djpayne1.com. That's the only place to submit music. The only place, the only way to submit music for this show. And I thank you all for being a part of it. Don't be nervous. I see Molly in the chat. Only Craft Beats was going down. Brooklyn God, OBA's Charm. Lupe Wright, Kyle's here. What's going down, everyone? You know what? Let us begin. We got It's Nazar first with a track called Anticipation. Okay, that's a perfect title to kick things off. Let's jump right into that. Anticipation is first. This is already cool.
A nuisance and get on my nerves like a fly that I'm shooting. She get a little sketchy and head to the back door. Catch it, can't get far cause I'ma start shooting.
Shout out to Bink the legend. Always appreciate him jumping into the lives.
The nigga tried drawing, now I'm seeing drawings of blood out his mouth. As he started drooling, a futile ruler he carried with passion left him in the past tense, shorten his future. They look in my eyes and said I'm a target. Then how did the bullseye land on his body? First friend supposed to be on motherfucking homie. Now everybody turned to my first fucking homie. Had on some hill figure, think it's ironic. The shit he was hit by was probably a Tommy. My bro act like he ain't in love with his Glocky. He kissed a good night and then told me he got me. I pray for his safety, he pray on who hate me. I call up his DM to check on his baby. My brother, my shooter, I know he won't say it. That time he missed out on new reparation. They book him and took him away from his family. Shit is a tragedy, masterfully planned if you ask me. Plus them attaching a felony doubles the odds and them boys move back to street. Jobs is not hiring. Jobs is not hiring. Can't plan on retirement. So shots get to firing. Gotta help with provide them. No. Plate that I'm dining with. My stomach is rumbling. We can't rely on the government. Don't rely on that government cheese. Something my pops passed down to me. Cause when you get comfortable, you're gonna see your general wealth will slowly decrease. That jammy too stuck since I was a teen. Said my bros ain't friends and I started to dream. Imagine shit told my day one about to ask. Bro, hell, what do you think? I told her our homie and me was a mutual with a little freaky on LATL. She playing us both, but something was fishy. It wasn't my finger, so I couldn't tell. I thought she was shy, so I let her get comfortable. We getting hammered and then I can nail, but I know it's a
I don't know what happened on Instagram. Sometimes Instagram blocks me and kicks me off live because people run their music through Content ID, so they think I'm committing copyright infringement when I do these reviews. Maybe that's what happened. Shout out to Swervo, Lupe Wright. Looking forward to it.
flash off a phone, it's a photo. I looked and I seen it's the back of my house. Told the bitch leave for I cock bang and squeeze. No way this hoe just try to backdoor me. Then I hear glass break, someone broke down my screen. I let off a couple, she started to scream. I took off his mask and seen his marquise. Woke up for like shit and started to read signs, behavioral patterns, it seems. Stuff is becoming clearer to me. Cause he flipped for a chick with a precious script that my mind constantly bring it to me. Then had him a kid, providing for him could take up your day. Cause finding a job make you cut off the ones you was with. Since days in the haze.
Shout out Tiger Fizz.
He puts a slip on your memory and fills it with haze. Jobs is not hiring. Jobs is not hiring. Can't plan on retiring. So shots get to firing. Gotta help with providing. No. Plate that I'm dining with. My stomach is rumbling. We don't rely on the government.
I like the beat a lot. I like the overall mood set by the track. I like that is telling a story and then the hook kind of brings it to a more general kind of political space, whereas you're not really aware that the artist is giving political commentary based on the first verse, and then the hook comes in, and you're like, this is incongruous. And then the next time, shout out Alex Tankton. Yeah, and then it continues, and you're like, okay, I see what he's doing. I do feel like two things. The vocals kind of get lost in the mix. I don't know if it's yeah, Alex, I review anything. It doesn't have to be produced by me, but if it is produced by me, that's all good. People submit tracks that I produced. I think part of the vocal clarity is just the fact that his delivery is really kind of, I don't want to say low energy, but subdued. So I believe it was Craft Beats that said he wants more emotion in the delivery. I think that would have actually helped the clarity. The other thing too is I wish the cadence had switched up because it was the same throughout. It was that triple that triple flow the entire time, and I wanted that to change up. I like the subtext of the beat of the song. I like the beat. Um, I like the motifs. I like the lines. I just think that, yeah, number one, better energy. Number two, um, change the cadence up, and better energy, would increase the dynamic, but it would also increase the clarity of the vocals. All right, we got Molly next. Mallee was still hurt, and she is in the chat. Shout out to her. Swervo is 20. Just submit your music at djpayne1.com. We got more piano. Today is piano themed. The sadder, the better.
Back then I was too blind to see that you never loved me. No once before, you and I no longer on my mind. But it still hurts me to hear your name from the voices I know. My heart feels pain.
Oh, Molly, since you're in here, give us some background. Is this self-produced, self-recorded? What's the story of this track?
I don't want you anymore, but it still hurts me. It still hurts me. I guess I still love you. Even though I don't wanna be together with you, gotta find someone new soon. I want to feel the warmth of someone's hand in mine. How do I fall when they fall too? I want to know the feeling of being loved by someone kind, someone with a beautiful mind. You were my first love, and she was yours. How clueless of me to
I know. Did you play the piano and did you record it yourself? Did you mix it yourself? Okay, my bad. I was being impatient. I didn't see the new messages coming in.
Loved by somebody, time will tell. There's a person out there for everybody. That's what they tell me. Why is it so hard to believe? I regret all of the years I waited.
Yeah, I mean it's a sad song.
When you were never coming home to me, I could have loved another instead of giving.
Shout out to all the sad people out there.
I'll be the best I can be, so that one day I can say he loves me. And for now, it's a wonderful life. I'm happy with all of me, even with the pain It's not every day. I'll be fine. Without you, I'm okay. I want to feel the warmth of someone's hand in mine. How do I fall when they fall too? I want to know the feeling of being loved by someone kind, someone with a beautiful mind.
I think the lyrics are super relatable. It's a ballad. The reason I asked about the production, and I know you said no, you didn't have anything to do with playing the piano or composing that part, and it was self-recorded. So I know you're very new as a singer, as a recording artist, as an engineer, etc. It was incredibly ambitious to write to this type of composition because it's a ballad. You know, ballads are these super. If you ever want to hear I'll put it this way: if there are good singers out there, like really good, solid singers out there, even they can't sing ballads. You know, ballads are like Whitney Houston, Celine Dion. You know what I mean? Like the greatest of the greatest singers. Ballads really challenge a singer. So I think it was ambitious because there were a lot of chord changes. There was a lot going on in the production. So there were times when you were in pocket melodically, and then there were times when you weren't. Oh, that was not a cat. That's a siren. Okay, cool. So I think figuring out the times when you were in pocket and then really zeroing in on that kind of range that you were in. And personally, I would suggest aside from just really focusing on melody, vocal performance, and songwriting, especially cadence, and especially because there were times when you really wanted to stuff a lot of words in there. This is advice I give to a lot of folks that submit music here. There were times when you really wanted to stuff a lot of words into a line, and it amounted to you kind of delivering way too fast and then running out of breath. So just the fundamentals. On the one hand, I would say focus on the fundamentals, and two, as you're practicing and recording more music, I would recommend. Oh, shout out to Matt Perry. Uh, yeah, saying I mean, a lot of that stuff you can do on the University of YouTube too, and just kind of like before you commit to vocal lessons, you can try out the University of YouTube and just kind of figure out some vocal exercises, some things that work with your voice, that work with your vocal range, so you can kind of figure out what kind of singer you want to be. But my other piece of advice, as far as songwriting goes, is pick like people who sing well don't do ballads. They're just tough. For now, I would say practice on like simpler chord progressions that are very much in your range. So then that way you don't have to push yourself as a songwriter and as a vocal performer simultaneously. You can really do it incrementally, one challenge at a time. Because I know, like with all things, someone's asking me how to sell beats online. That's not what this stream is about. But for example, I always teach incremental growth. I would never say, all right, you want to learn how to sell beats online? Here's how to do email marketing, because we first need to start with the basic infrastructure. So I would never say go sing or go compose a ballad and perform that. I would say let's start with, like a 2 or 3 or 4 chord turnaround that's in your range, that has drums, because that's going to help anchor you to the rhythm and to the meter, and then we're going to incrementally build up from there. So, I hope to see your progress and see you continue writing songs. And can I let Ted sing your song? Yeah, I even Ted. We've done very few ballads because they're hard. We did Ugly. That's kind of it. Ugly was a because we had that was co-produced by Stack, and he's a very well-trained pianist, so there was a lot going on. But even in that, we kind of held it back so that it just wasn't, because Ted's not Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? We had to make it make sense for his voice, for his aesthetic, for his style, etc. Okay. Oh, we got Supreme Being next. He was in here yesterday. This is called Back in the Stew, an appropriate title. Let's listen to that.
Yeah. It's the Supreme, Supreme Ben.
Cooking up some good stew.
Let's go, y'all.
Yeah. Check me out.
I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm coming back. Yo. Hey, yo, I'm back in the stew for the first time in a decade. The city's my playing field, like where the Mets play. You want foreplay and press play, it's audio sex. I'm calling out the top spitters, then I'm calling you next. Get your body ready, they'll be hauling you next. I'm about to disrespect next, I'll be appalling who's next. Yes, I don't need the cops to make your heart arrest. I know you detest, but like the rest, you know not to test. You know I'm the best that you heard in a while. My style is foul like the death roll of a crocodile. Go ahead and crack a spell, and I'ma do you foul like Draymond Green. About 10 texts I'ma compile. In my hood I'm renowned, the crown fits fittingly. If you wanna save some lives, then give in willingly. This your best shit you gotta be kidding me. Killing me, wanna play hero, I'ma show you what the villain be. This ain't Phyllis B, I only speak gospel. Reason all things possible, you think not, it's illogical. Raps in my follicles, I'm hurdling every obstacle. You're a funny looking nigga, only reason that they argue you. See your music online, but they don't toggle you. Walks amongst the peep and nobody bothered you. While I'm hoarded, trips cross seas, I'm boarding. Cougars and scenes caught and I got the whole world endorsing. Raps in my dolphins, I only give it a small portion. If I show hazardous signs, then you better take caution. The track I'm torching, big shout out to the Blue Crew. You mad cause we the best? Too bad, nigga, boo-hoo. I know you pissed cause your shit stinks like doo-doo. Keep drinking Yoo-hoo when you lactose intolerant. While I'm shining, your whole career looking ominous. Probably it's your boy from the block with all my lobbyists. You just a copyist. Your flow be the sloppiest, your threats innocuous. My flow be the godliest. Freeze, I'ma call supreme. I'm this is mean to the mean. Bust 50 shots at you. About 10 of them Kareem. Balls off the hook like Kareem. While my fans scream, my aim is serene. Till I have to convene with my team about taking you out and splitting up your spleen. Then throw your body in the river, watch you swim upstream. That's the reason they say I got my flow. Then a ravine. Handle you behind closed doors, cause I don't wanna make a scene. It's Supreme Being. Man, I'm back on my golly shit. You should've went and drafted, but number one, you were Ollie pick. As a kid, you hardly spit. Niggas thought you a party bitch. You had a curfew, so when it got dark, you had to split quick. While me and my niggas had this pitch to get rich. Beretta Fox specific shit with the Beretta, you get hit.
Brooklyn, Bronx.
This is a very Brooklyn song. Okay, so shout out to Supreme Being, because I love to see this, because yesterday's song he submitted was just recorded on a phone and it didn't sound great. This is an actual studio recording and it sounds infinitely better. So now I really get a better idea of him as an artist. And I liked his flow. I liked that it was kind of slurred. A lot of people were citing Wu-Tang comparisons, specifically RZA, who I think is, one, he's in my top 5 as far as producers go, but I think he's an underrated rapper because his style is so unique. This was way better in terms of timing. There are still times where he does stumble over his words, and in that case, I would say, just stay in pocket, because there are a lot of times when you're in pocket, you kind of slip out of pocket and slur your words, which personally I like because it just feels grimy. But if you stray too far, if you get too off time and you start rushing rather than just kind of like sliding in and out of meter, then it becomes problematic to the listener because it sounds like a mistake. But if you do it within a certain range of acceptability, then it feels like it's just your style. And then it's dope because it's unique and it feels like, real casual, like you just don't give a fuck. And that goes with your sound. So I think as a rapper, you have a lot going for you. Just really focus on staying in pocket. Just really focus on keeping the meter, keeping the consistency up when it comes to your cadence and your delivery. And I'm curious to hear more, but I'm happy to hear it's like a 180 from what you submitted yesterday. Way better. I like this a lot. I knew you had it in you. It was just that recording yesterday didn't present or showcase your music very well. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yeah, if you submit today, you will not get in today. You will get in on the next showcase, which is either tomorrow or Sunday. That they will let you know. I think it's going to be Sunday because we want to build up the list a little bit. Saturdays are kind of crazy. DJPayne1.com. Please submit there. Please submit there. And don't worry if you can't tune in live. Everything's archived on my YouTube. Go to youtube.com/DJPayne1. Just click on the live tab, and all these videos are archived. I'm not deleting any of these. All right, cool. We got Show Me and Dre Youngin with Lonely next. Show Me and Dre Youngin with Lonely. A lot of sad songs today.
Yeah. What's up, Amber, man?
Lil J, you got me fucked up. Sitting over here staring at the walls like I'm incarcerated and I ain't even incarcerated.
Hey, man, I just need a down ass bitch that they gon' hold a nigga down here.
Lil J, you say
I like this beat.
Business, you ain't gon' leave me lonely. I pull up on a box, the same one a homie. Look, these KC bitches, you know how it goes about they bitches. With diamonds on they neck to they toes. I'm from Missouri, I'ma make you feel fucked up inside like fuck the shit he's spitting. All them ends I'm getting, bitches need to take notes and pay attention, sit big and watch my diamonds, cause to listen to the spill, yeah, I'm spitting. They be asking what I am, bitch, I'm white, yep. But see, I'm tight on the mic, so let my words take you where I been in the stop and saying, look, I ain't done, ho. Look, I be cruising down on 70 like cold for my feelings, and when I get home, bitch, I'm like high to the ceiling. I pour Tech 9 in my cup, I got ganja rolling up, and bitch, I ain't going stupid, bitch, I'm going nuts.
Baby wanna fuck with a nigga cause I'm the nigga. 10, 20, 50s and 100s, baby, I get them. We be blowing gas in this foreign, this ain't a rental. You hold a nigga down, you ain't got worry about no bitch. Tell her baby come cause she rollin', she wanna vibe. She ain't never been with a gangster, she wanna slide. Wanna be my passenger princess, she wanna ride. Shotty with me, call baby, Bunny, call me Clyde. Yeah, tired of being lonely, she wanna hold me. She wanna be my best friend and my homie. She wanna be the one I call when she feeling lonely. Yeah, bros of a hoe, wanna be my bro.
Clean my house, give me headshots and give me money. Put me on a pedestal and place I wanna bum me. When a hoe hitting your line, tell her she ugly. Lil J, you better love me.
I wish they had gone back and forth more. That was cool. Why didn't they do that? All right, I like the beat. I like both of their voices. I feel like the first rapper, I think she's the one that submitted the song. Her last part was dope. I wish they had exchanged bars a little more. Yeah, I mean they're both talented. I know they let the beat, the hook, the sample and the hook just kind of do the heavy lifting there, but I think I like the track. I do wish that the first I'm pretty sure I said when the next review show was. I said either tomorrow or Sunday. Likely Sunday, just because Saturdays are kind of weird. Like either a bunch of people submit or we push it to Sunday, just because weekends are weird. But yeah, I think shout out DJ Tannic and Rich Off Glitch. We haven't heard too many artists do the back and forth where they're trading bars, and I wish that had happened because they actually sound good doing that. So I would have liked to hear that. I do wish the first rapper had maybe a little more consistency in her meter, because there were some really dope moments, but I feel like it kind of just fell off at certain points. That's all. But overall good song. I just think it can be refined to be a much better, more commercially viable song. Great beat though. I wouldn't change that. All right, we got SG with Polly next. Prolly, my bad. Prolly, Prolly. It is playing. It's quiet. Or it's silent. The bass sounds good in the mix.
Fuck around with me, shawty. Baby sticks everywhere, you running with me, ain't no need, probably. They fuck around with me, fuck around, turn to an RIP party. They was just talking down, but I'm upstairs, it couldn't have been me, shawty. Nigga be riding up the side, mugging all down, rid of them keys, probably. Most of these hoes be slow, so you know I'm trying to get up to speed, body. Forever gonna be needed if you just go get what I need, shawty. I can tell that nigga was weak, hearted, so everything's on me, shawty.
Everything's on me while we ride around in these streets, shawty. Keep that 30 on me, fuck around, turn to a RIP party. Bitch, I'm in the league, ain't no need to race with me, dumb. Shawty on her knee, cause that's the only thing I need from her. Ain't no time for sleep, you know I gotta get all that cheese from her. Drinking all this lean, fuck around, drop 30 in the cream, some. I be in Harvey, you can get anything you need, shawty. I be in Harvey, you can get anything you need, shawty.
Better not hit the street, doing them speeds, nigga couldn't need parking. Yeah, I got dog in me, top pedigree, ain't no need barking. Snitch nigga always pillow, capping that pillow, talking and sleepwalking. You was just getting them racks, now they all gone, call that speedballing.
You was just getting them racks, now they all gone for all that eavesdropping. Spent the 30 on me, go to sleep like it don't mean nothing. Yo bitch think you cheap, you only come around when you need something. That bitch tryna link up in the hole, I'm tryna see something.
Fuck nigga let his own cap, put him in the trap from all that speed talking. Heard this bitch looking for me, give it that D, ain't no need stalking. Yeah, I move with that piece, go by them peas, I'm a G, shawty. The way we getting on racks, fuck around, turn to a hot blue cheese party. Nigga go stand down, won't be found, fuck around me, shawty. Baby sticks everywhere, you running with me, ain't no need, probably. They fuck around with me, fuck around, turn to a RIP party. They was just talking down, but I'm upstairs, it couldn't have been me, shawty.
Niall says, I don't know what this song is about, but I like it. Yeah, it's not, whatever. It's a song, kind of stream of consciousness. But I like the hook a lot. And I like the end couple verses. I feel like the very first verse sounded too much like the hook. But overall, just kind of that ethereal production, the real casual delivery, and it just makes it feel kind of effortless. Like, granted, it's real SoundCloud rap-esque because it's subdued. It's not super aggressive. It's just kind of cool and laid back, and I think the production complements that. I do wish the vocal mix were a little better. I don't know if this was self-recorded or self-mixed and mastered. The beat sounds mixed really well. The vocals just feel like they're not sitting inside the beat. It feels like they're sitting on top of the beat. Maybe it's because you didn't get the stems, or maybe just, it's nitpicky. I'm sure fans of this type of music would like this regardless of you refining the mix. But I think a track like this, and there was back and forth, which is what we wanted from the last song. I think... I would shoot a music video to this. It'd be interesting to hear what this artist's other music sounds like. Or maybe it's a group. I can't tell because there were definitely two rappers on this track. But I like what they're doing. I think the hook is super strong. The first verse, I think, could just be cut out because the rest is way stronger. But I like it. All right, we got Scuba Steve. This is either his third or fourth submission. This one is called Iron Mike, and it is not a sad song.
I was born poor. I ain't never had nothing. I don't know how to act, all right? But yeah, he's gonna feel some pain. It's on like a mother. Bring those guys. They can keep their title. I don't want their title. I want to strip them of their health. Cause I've been paying. I want them to see pain. I want their kids to see pain. Yeah, I don't care about them because they don't care about me and my kids.
In a mode, I don't give a fuck about no wrong or right. I don't give a fuck about no belt, about no title fight. I just wanna strip them of their health. Call me Iron Mike. Never been the type to go and tell. It's my pride and life. Rather do this shit all by myself if the fire lights. Only been one option every time it came to fight or flight. Y'all don't put no fear into my heart. Y'all like a tire light. Send his ass to heaven just so he can see the brighter side. Walk around and take somebody's shit just for the hell of it. All these fake demons that be rapping aren't relevant. If it's me that penciled it, you won't hear no embellishment. Better keep your etiquette, cause I ain't take my medicine. Catch his ass lagging, I'ma hit him with this packet burst. Praying for forgiveness afterwards, I ain't asking first. I can see they pussy like the POTUS doing pageant work. You don't want your people see your life go take a tragic turn. Step into the booth like this is what I'm meant to do. Early in the month, but I'm still rapping like the renters do. I don't play about my commas, not even my decimals. Playing with my celery, I turn you to a vegetable. In the mode, I don't give a fuck about no wrong or right. I don't give a fuck about no belt, about no title fight. I just wanna strip them of their health. Call me Iron Mike. Never been the type to go and tell. It's my pride in life. Rather do this shit all by myself if the fire lights. Only been one option every time it came to fight or flight. Y'all don't put no fear into my heart. Y'all like a tire light. Send his ass to heaven just so he can see the brighter side. I just wanna hurt him, bitch. My purpose is inflicting pain. I ain't never been inside no churches. I ain't giving grace. Rage of the child left behind. I never fit in place. Any means necessary. I'm doing what the mission takes. How it feel to be the last of a dying breed. Feeling like I gotta hit it harder than a flying knee. No, we not the same. They want the fame. I want the privacy. I don't care about no one's assumptions. Tell them try and see. All these rappers fake as fuck. I'ma switch to punk rock. My homies came to prostitute. Like how the fuck you punch top? Carrying this heat. I feel like Giannis when the buck stop. Got two light skinned freaks in bed trying to bump box. White boy, all these drums around. They think I'm Johnny Cash. If I'm getting out my body, then they getting body bags. Must have sold my soul to the devil, my demonic ass. Cause the will I got in me is more than anybody has. I'ma rush a motherfucker till that bitch collapse. This what happens when the walk of life is a vicious path. My strange cousin put his hand out. I bent it back. He had an aneurysm off that. Man, this shit is sad. In a mode, I don't give a fuck about no wrong or right. I don't give a fuck about no belt, about no title fight. I just wanna strip them of their health. Call me Iron Mike. Never been the type to go and tell. It's my pride in life. Rather do this shit up by myself if the fire lights.
Hey, shout out to Die Free Media Group. Thank you.
Came to fight or flight. Y'all don't put no fear into my heart. Y'all like a tire light. Send his ass to heaven just so he can see the brighter side.
Niles says the flow is impetuous, the beat is impregnable. Okay, that's a positive. Shout out to Niles and his words. Freaking nerd. So am I. Yeah, I mean, I always like this sound and style from Scuba Steez. There was like some weird. What did you do to the vocals where it was what was I gonna say? There was like stereo panning. I think I like it. The one thing I'll say, and it's a big thing, the mix is good. This was one of the best mixed tracks that you've submitted. The one thing I'll say is the cadence doesn't change from the start to the finish, even in the hook. And I would have really. Oh, you said it's the pedal board. It didn't sound bad though. I would have liked there to be some moment of because it's like you're on go throughout the whole thing. And if we're looking at it as a fight metaphor, there are rounds. So give us some rounds. The verses can be rounds, and those hooks could be in between. So we're not just constantly saying fight. This is a metaphor, by the way. It's just that, yeah, you're getting good at mixing. It's just that it's the same cadence and it's very fast throughout. And so I would have loved some variation, especially on the hook, just so that the dynamics change, so that our ears kind of take a rest, and so that hook is a lot more effective at getting stuck in our ears. Because if it's too similar to the verse, everything becomes one unit. You know what I mean? They become indistinguishable from one another, the beat and the hook and the verses. And I think you're falling victim to that in this track. So if I were to revise anything on this track, it would be changing the hook, because the hook is super wordy, same cadence as the verses. And so we're not getting that variation. We're not getting that very clear delineation between the verses and hooks. Great mix though, because a lot of people in here are are DIY. So they're recording themselves, they're mixing themselves, and it's great to hear multiple tracks that are self-produced by the same artist, or self-tracked, self-mixed by the same artist, and then hearing the progression of that, because this is a much better mix than, not like by a long shot, but it's just a much better. I would save this maybe as a mix template, because your vocals sound great on this one. All right, we got A Music Affair with Case Closed. Let's check this one out. And this one was produced by me. Well, me, Dream Life, and Dirt Boy.
Got a vision of solitude, yeah, I'm overdue. Why the fuck you think I got zero respect for you? Got no patience for that shit, you can depart the crew. Don't cooperate in my dreams, see you on the news. How the fuck I'm breaching, just because I'm preaching. Damn right down deceiving, loyalty not giving. Last time that we talk, I swear you say you stand on business. Fortunate for you, I'm the type that be out here cooling. While I'm cooling and pulling with hopes of making a million. Somehow I became a villain, I guess you call that precision. Fuck the part is you living, no consequences, I'll fix it. Oh, trust me, baby, we drifting, do not need me for uplifting. They should be your religion, I cannot help my decisions. I got you cut off incisions, and guess what, God is a witness. Watch your slow death while pitching, I swear this was not my mission. Participating with 12 by your death by simply listening. Case closed, sorry I don't feel no guilt. Case closed, I might help out with a tip. Case closed, especially since my mouth is sealed. Case closed, I don't feel no guilt, no need to trip on
What are you talking about now? There's no sample whatsoever in this track.
your grave. Dance on your grave. Dance on you. I love you. I love you.
I was not expecting. I know this artist. I was not expecting that hook. I thought the hook sounded great. I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised, because there was that crescendo up to that hook, and it's a short but sweet song. There's that crescendo up to the hook, and then the vocals come in, and the harmonies come in. I was just like, damn, that really sealed the deal for me. I like is that a dog? There's so many sounds in my neighborhood. The verses were cool. I like his voice. I think his voice is great. It kind of gets, like, I know this is probably gonna shock people. I'm just saying it's in the same kind of realm as Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of timbre, and not to say that his flow sounds like Andre 3000. It just kind of has that sound, like Kendrick, a little bit of Kendrick, a little bit of Andre 3000, which are two great comparisons. I think this guy is pretty dope. Nah, I don't think so, Niles. No. If anything, I would say it's closer to it's more like Lonnie Liston Smith inspired more than anything. Yeah, I like the track. I love the hook. I feel like that's kind of a masterclass in being a rapper who sings your own hooks. And he might just have a better grasp on melody and harmony than the average rapper, but everyone can learn. So I think that is a shining example of that. Shout out to A Music Affair. I like the track a ton, and I'm pretty sure he mixes and masters himself too. So vocals were clear. I'm not seeing much feedback in the comment section other than Niles wishing the Marvin Gaye estate on me. Oh no, Sleepy Montana says it's dope. Fiery emoji, not fiery emergency. I shouldn't say that. All right, we got one final submission. This is submitted from my Discord. If you're a producer, you should join the Discord. We collab on beats, and if there are ever free slots on these live reviews, I will review your beat for no charge. Just join at patreon.com/DJPayne1, and you can join the Discord. It's like $45 a year if you just get the annual membership. Rembrandt. The name of the beat is Midnight in. Damn, it's not on the master sheet. Of course, it's not on the master sheet. It is Midnight in Alexis. I've been in Alexis at midnight. It's not that glamorous. Let's check this beat out. I want to know what he's using for the bass line. Is that live or is that a VST? Oh, Niall says the beat is flawless. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this beat, and it all works. This is cool. I love this part. Whatever this is good. I don't know what part of the beat this is supposed to be. Pre-chorus. I feel like with that level of musicality, this could be like a Ari Lennox song. Not necessarily. I mean, with a rap feature on it. Yeah, you know, Rembrandt is good at this, where he'll create bridges and chord changes and then resolve them right back to the main part. I'm not very good at that. It's hard. Most producers aren't good at that. So he has a gift. Drums sound great, real crispy. The slap on the snare is dope. I want to know where that. So I think we talked about having a bass line that really anchors everything, and this bass line is like that. I feel like there are certain Zone Out says everything is fluently effortless on that beat. I agree. The one thing I'll say is, let me listen real quick. Yeah, just that last chord. I would change that last chord so it's, or the bass line, so it's just a little more cohesive. Because I feel like the final chord in that turner, like the end right before you resolve back into the downbeat again, there's just a little bit of dissonance between that final chord and the bass line. Because the bass line is so great, and the bass line is really anchoring all the elements together. The bass line is a heartbeat of this beat. And so if there's just kind of that moment where things feel like they're chaotic, it kind of throws things off. Unless that is what the intention was. If that's what the intention was, that's what the intention was. But if the intention was to kind of create more harmony at that moment, I think it's not a hard fix. It's just a matter of just changing the notes up, or the entire chord to match the bass line better. That's tough though. I mean, I'll make a beat like that and then sit on it and then listen to it a week later. I'm like, oh no, I got to fix that one part, and then I spent an hour fixing that part. So no harm in that. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in. But the bad news is it's over with. And so I will catch you on the next live show. If you want to submit your music for the next live show, go to djpayne1.com and they will send you a confirmation email letting you know the exact date on which I will be reviewing your music live. Please don't email me about it. Email them, info@djpayne1.com, if you have any questions or concerns, because I don't actually deal with the submissions. Shout out to CCA. They handle all that. So go to djpayne1.com, submit your songs or your beats. Doesn't matter the genre. We like everything here. Niles says, final thoughts. Niles says, to me, sync low-key means not good enough for a real song. And he says that beat's good enough for a real song. No, I actually disagree. I don't think it would be great for sync as is. Just because sync is so specific, I think sync needs to be a little more accessible, middle of the road, something more versatile. And I think that is very specific to the neo soul rap genre. That's just based on my experiences with sync. But once there's a song to it, yeah, maybe that becomes sync. I would love to hear a collaboration between an amazing contemporary soul singer. That's why I brought up Ari Lennox, because she can kind of do new R&B, but also kind of, more classic vintage sounding stuff, like the Chocolate Pomegranate record that I had the pleasure of working on, and then throw like JID on it, or I don't know, some other rapper that can rap on stuff like that. There are plenty of them. All right, cool. Appreciate you tuning in. I will catch you on the next one. Stay safe. Much success.